Hey, y'all. All right. Sorry I didn't get a chance to go live today. After the vendor event today, I was too exhausted. All right. I'm just trying to straighten up a little bit. So we have to start with her form. So luckily while I was at the vendor event, I did string the lights on the garlands. So those are ready to go. Okay, I need to unhook her. Let's see. See if I can get in here and unhook her. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, so she just comes off her base. And how are y'all, by the way? Okay. Whew. I guess I better make sure everything is working, huh? Okay. Okay. What'd y'all think of Susan's? Wasn't that beautiful? And gigantic? Huge! Huge, huge, huge. It was huge. Right? But fun. Okay. Alrighty. See. Make sure it's on here. Yep, good. Okay. So we're rolling. Good, good, good. Woo. So, like I showed you yesterday, this is what we're going to build the form on. Okay, so this is just a tomato cage. It is metal, and it has these, you know, like crossbars on it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it down on here like this. And then I'm going to take her, put her back on. And I've got alright. I just have to fix these so I could kind of put them near her waist. There we go. Okay. Hold on one second. Did you think I was leaving you? Alright. I want her to be a little bit taller. There we go. So I'm going to tighten her back up. There. So I don't want it to squash down with this. Okay. Oh, and I grabbed her a sparkly shirt. We'll fix her shirt up later, but you can see we'll probably tie it on the side. Okay. Okay. So what I can do, we're just going to take our pliers. Back off. I bent these over, but I think I bent them over lower than I needed to. So I was kind of guesstimating at how I'd have to, how far down I'd have to go. Okay. Okay. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can get chicken wire, which I don't like dealing with chicken wire because I tend to hurt myself when I'm dealing with chicken wire. So I tend to not want to do that. So I try not to mess with chicken wire too much because, yep, I will tend to hurt myself. You know, me, the person who tends to break their foot walking. So, not the best plan for me. So I tend to use these tomato cages. And you can make them, you know, any way you want them to. Okay. So even if it doesn't fit, we're still going to be able to make it fit. And all we really need are these pieces to tie onto. It doesn't even have to be the perfect shape. Okay, so about right here, there. Okay. Now all of this will be covered by the garlands, so you won't see this. To me, this is the easiest and inexpensive, most inexpensive way to do this. Let's see if we can kind of zoom in on her a little bit. These do bend pretty easily. Like that. You can also get the green plastic stuff, but it doesn't hold it as well as metal does. So I tend to like to use the metal because it just holds it better. Okay. Try to get it kind of centered in there. That. Okay, what did I do with, aha. So I'll butcher a couple of these. Kind of what I tend to do. Whew, y'all, it was so hot at that vendor fair today. I'm thinking, come on, fall, where are ya? I love these snips. They work so good. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to do this earlier, because this part is kind of the boring part, but it's probably good that you see it anyways. Once we get this part done, it'll go faster. Okay. I don't think that's gonna fit, actually. I wonder if that would fit. Yeah, it probably would. Let's try it. I was thinking about just putting one around her little hip area. Okay. You can usually get these tomato cages in a package of 25 or something like that. So that's what I do. Let's get like a big thing of them. And they're pretty inexpensive. Lowe's carries them, I think, pretty much almost all year. Yeah. Perfect. There we go. So, I can't, of course, weld it or anything like that. But what I can do is use zip ties. Okay, here we go. Got some zip ties. I got heavy duty zip ties because I wanted to make sure they could hold the weight. These are mountable zip ties, so I can kind of put these little pieces in here. That. Where are we? There we go. Okay. See how it has the holes in it? And then what I'll do is I'll put some hot glue over top of it to keep it from moving. Let's see. We'll get that hot glue going. Alrighty. Y'all, they have every kind of zip tie in the world, don't they? These are mountable zip ties. So. And what I'll do is I'll suspend it between the top and the bottom. So I'm going to zip tie it to here and to there, and that will keep it in place. Okay. And then we have something in this middle area to tie onto. I might have to use two. It's a little bit shorter than I want. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. It's not the prettiest, but you won't see all this mess. Okay, perfect. There we go. All right, we're ready. See, that wasn't so bad. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Now. How I did the mechanics. Yeah, okay. Let's get this so you can see here. Whoops. Closer. Out a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now I want to show you what I did. First, let me find. Yes. Okay. So while I was sitting at the vendor event today, I did add lights. So it'll make it a little bit easier for you to see while I'm putting it on. So I want to start, I want this to be, this piece right here, to actually be kind of at the bottom, so I can plug in, so I can plug that one into this one. Let's see if I can find the light on this one. Here it is. There we go. All right, so this one can start on the top. So kind of hide that in there. So I fluffed this out while I was working. And I'm going to start off and this part doesn't go, it doesn't take as long as you would think it does. Okay, so I start off with, of course, zip ties, because I want to zip tie some of this to the form, because even though I can tie it together, It's just going to be a lot more secure if I can secure it right to this wood. And then if we're taking it in and out of trucks and things like that, it's not going to fall apart on me. Okay. Then I'll just fluff that out. Okay. I can tie pieces together as well as I go around. Okay. But I am going to tie in 2 or 3 places every time I get a chance. Just to make sure it's secure. And I'm going to try hard not to get the lights. Now, I will tell you, these are LED lights. I highly suggest you use the LED lights because if one of the lights goes out, you know, you still have lights, right? Because that stinks. If one light goes out and it's the other kind, yeah, you're just SOL. Now, once we get it on, we'll shape it. See how you just pull her down like this. Now this garland is a 9 by 14. What that means is these are 9 inches and it's 14 feet long. I have 3 of them. I only strung 2 of them because I thought 2 might be enough. Don't really know, but we'll see. Okay. See, she's already looking pretty. Okay. The hardest part is just kind of like, it's very similar to putting Christmas lights on a tree, right? You know how you kind of have to go around and around. But I will say, one of the most important things about making these is to make sure that you're starting where you don't have to light the lights from the top, because I can tell you that's horrible to have to try to figure out a way to light it from the top. So make sure when you're putting your lights on, you make sure you know where the lights are. Okay. All right, see now we've got these pieces coming down here, so we can zip tie to that next. Now I do have a 50-foot garland in case the 3 14s aren't enough. It's been so long since I made one, and since I haven't used this particular form before, I wasn't sure how many I would need. So, we're going to figure it out together. Because that's what we do. Alright. It's also important that you make sure that you keep it going right up underneath it. You see that? So you want them to be pretty close, and you want it to be, you know, pretty snug coming across. I just kind of keep my rule of 3s. I try to tie it in about 3 places going around. You can also take some from the top and put it together with those from the bottom to keep it from falling down any. Like that. Yeah. But definitely just the getting it around the form is kind of the worst part. To me anyways. It's a lot of wrapping, it's a lot of zip tying. But definitely worth it. Because it's going to look so pretty. You know what? I need to put these in my... I forget I have my little pockets. I don't know why I always forget I have my pockets. Let's use our pockets. Okay. There we go. Let's take this one off. All right. You can also, so you do not, when you're making these, you do not have to go all the way to the ground. You can do short skirts, long skirts. You can make it any length you want. Doesn't have to be all the way to the ground. Okay. On these two, I'm going to tie some of these pieces together so I can keep them from separating. There's also little like pieces you could zip tie together, so I think I'll do that. Okay. That'll keep it from separating. Just makes it a little bit easier. Keep them together as you go. Poor Dad, he's still unloading from the vendor event today. Oh, it came off with my... This one must have come off of the wrappings. So when I did this, I wrapped it around the ties like this, because I really want there to be a good amount of lights all the way through it. So there we go. All right. Now, so I'm going to sit and start spinning it. Ugh, we're going to use Bella's bed. All right, here we go. At some point, it's easier just to sit on the ground and do it. Can y'all see okay? Do you want me to move the camera closer? I could really move the camera closer. Y'all want to see if I can get the camera closer? Well, that was a lovely view of my behind. Alright, let's see. Hold on. Let me get the power cord back here. Let's see. If I can get maybe. How's that? Oh, there we go. Now you'll be able to see what I'm doing. That was funny. Okay. Alright, now you can see. So you see I just take the zip tie. Just go right around that wire. Like that. And then to reinforce, I'll take one from here and one from here, and I will tie them together like that. Okay. Alright, then we'll kind of spin it a little. Same thing here. So right here, okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. You see how I just zip tied those two little pieces together? Okay, so now we'll start kind of, oh, it looks like that came off. It'll be okay. The weight of all this will hold it in place. So one thing you can do when you start to get down towards the bottom levels is you can use zip ties from top levels to suspend it. Like, you wouldn't do quite as much. Okay. Like this. And then you just take two pieces, tie them together. Like that. Looks like it's separating a little bit there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, and when you're doing this, make sure you're careful not to cut the light string. Because when you're doing this, it can be kind of hard to see in there sometimes. Alright, now we'll start zip tying to this main frame here. Okay. Do you think we might need that third one? Okay. Yeah, I think so. I don't know why this came. Okay. This goes the way we had to pack the car. I should have zip tied this stuff on there. Okay. And you start to see the shape now. Let's put one back here. This one's drooping a little bit. Okay. I do feel like it needs another one. Let me see. Wonder what I did with those lights. I think they're over there. Oh, this is so pretty though. She's looking pretty, but she definitely needs a little bit more. Yep, she needs a little bit more. Okay. Now, in the back here, I'm not worried too much about how it looks because we're actually going to do something kind of cool back here. So, All right, let's see. Let's see if I can get back up without having to move y'all again. Gracious. Okay. So can you see what she looks like now? Look what she looks like now. Doesn't she look pretty? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right. There. Okay. My only worry with these lights, somehow I picked up the wrong set and it has white. Let's see. I think they look okay, but I'm afraid you'll be able to see them. That's why I didn't use them. Let's see how bad they look. Hi, Dally. What are you doing? Okay. It does come together pretty quick. Like, you don't really think it will, but it does. Okay. All right. So we ended up using 3 14-inch rods. And one thing you can do, okay, especially when the bottom, because you know the bottom tomato cage is a little bit like inwards, is you just double layer it. And then that's what kind of brings that fullness out. So, I wish I'd thought about that. I could have put the white ones on this one, and this could have been on an inner layer. But that's okay. We'll make it work. I don't know why they have this tied together like this. So if you're by yourself, you can do these in sections. See that? It's all about that gravity. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Right. Let's see. There's that end. Where is this end? I'll just tie them together. I can't find it. There we go. Okay. So all I'm doing now. Whoops. Oh my gosh. I need to oil this thing. It's kind of stiff. Alright, I'm just going to put some lights on this one. Okay. And then we'll load this one on. Here, maybe I should just put y'all back down here and let's sit back down. Yeah, it definitely needs to be greased a little bit. Little WD-40 on this. Alright, you see how it kind of sinks in there? So what you can do is kind of double it up. I'm sorry, I know I'm in your bed, but you'll be okay. She is not happy. You want to get in here? She's not happy I'm in her bed. I'm sorry. I won't be in it forever. Okay? It won't be too long. So this is kind of how they make it. They just kind of double up the bottom. Okay. There we go. Okay, now let's get these. Maybe I can kind of put them, hide them in the middle a little bit. Since it's just one strand of 100, I could probably just hide them in the middle. Maybe they won't be so obviously white against the green. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is going to be so pretty. We'll get to the fun part next. It won't take us long. I'm just occasionally tying it in. I kind of just want to keep it in the middle since it has that white strand. I don't want it to be so obvious. So, oh, look at that. Oh, it's broken. It's okay though, because these LEDs, they'll keep going. Thank goodness. Right, because it's such a pain when a light goes out and then all go out. Woo, it's raining. Y'all, it's not even supposed to rain today. All right. now we're ready to roll. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely needed this extra strand. Definitely, definitely. Woo! Boy, that's some serious rain. Actually, considering it wasn't even supposed to rain. One more. Right back here. And I think we're good. Be ready to decorate. Alright, there we go. Now, oh, there we go. Ah, so pretty. Oh. Hi, Dad.
You're laying on the ground.
I'm sitting on the ground. What do you think?
Cute.
Cute?
Oh, yeah. What are you
Now,
doing?
I'll probably cut just a tiny little bit and put right in here, but I'm not going to make y'all watch that, because you've seen the mechanics of how it works.
Oh, very nice. I like that.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Ah,
I get back there with my puppy. Your puppy, huh?
okay. Now we're ready for the fun part. Okay. So what we're going to do, oh, she's so pretty. In the back, I think we're going to start in the back. because the way we're going to decorate the back is very different than the way we're going to decorate the front. Just throw away all this little leftover stuff here. We're going to make our bow. Our bow is going to be different too. Okay. Well, it won't be over in 5 minutes, but it'll be over fairly quick. Gosh, I don't know. I need to get a new stand for this or something. It's like, I think it's been overly used. It's been used a lot. Okay. These are our ribbons here, right here. So usually when I do something like this, right, you're going to expect me to use giant ribbons, right? But we're not. Hot cocoa? Who's having hot cocoa? Alright, so our theme, this lady's theme is gold and silver, right? So, I don't usually put mesh on these. However, for her, we're making an exception. Okay. But just in a certain area. So basically what we're going to do is kind of create like a bustle in the back. Okay. So we're going to do like 15-inch ruffles here. Gosh, I haven't had to do this without my mesh roller in forever. It's a little bit harder than I remember without the mesh roller. Okay. And we're going to alternate silver and gold, because that's our little color theme here. Ooh, turn that fan over here. There we go. I don't know how many we're going to need. I don't think we're going to need a ton, because we're only going to do it right in the back. Ooh, that was so nice. That sounds yummy. That might be enough. Okay, so we're gonna do the bow next. I think it's time for me to rest my blade. All right. Now, I wanted the bow to be very loose and flowing, and you know, I think we have a tendency to want to do bows with 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch, right? Well, I want to show you that you can do all 1.5 inch and it just looks just as awesome. And we're actually going to do kind of a cheat. I mean, it's not really a cheat, but just something that kind of saves a little time. All right. we're going to put our two together, and we're going to do them at the exact same time. Okay. So we put them down at the same time. Now, our tails are going to be much, much longer. Yep, silver and gold is what we decided to do. So we'll start. Let's start with 7-inch. Okay. Start with 7-inch. There we go. Okay, 7. Remember, the trick is to have plenty of ribbon to pull from, okay? Then you won't struggle with it. So pull it out, take your time, pull out the ribbon. Now this is glittery ribbon, so sometimes those can take a little bit more effort, which is okay, right? There. All right. Now we'll do 6 inches. Woo, I'm gonna be so glittery. Okay, so I can kind of move and see where my 6 inch is. But you see what I do with the glitter ribbon is I just take my time. I spend a little time making sure that I pull it out, get the little creases out, because this ribbon will tend to want to curl on you. So just take your time, pull it out. It's easier to correct it right now than it is when you get your bow out and you're ready to fluff it. So do it now before you get it out. So I think the silver and the gold is going to be really great because they're going to reflect all of those lights. Oh, now she's going to get in her bed because I was sitting in her bed. She was not happy with me. Not at all. She was like, "What are you doing in my bed? That's my bed." Oh, that's my natural sparkle coming through. Okay. That's funny. Okay. Man, Dad, it is pouring. Did you get all the stuff out of the car?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
I wouldn't be here if I had not completed that task.
Let me see if I can make this a little better. They were wanting to lay flat on the ground, and then they weren't wanting to pull right. Let's see. There we go. So we're doing 3, that's 6. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be a big bow, but it's going to be with smaller ribbon. Same thing, just smaller ribbon. Goodness, this gold is so twisted. Let me see if I can get that fixed. Okay. I mean, I want it to twist, just not yet. Okay, so we did our 3, right? Yes. Now I want to do, look at that. That is a mess. Sometimes when they fall on the floor, they get all tangled. That's what happened. Okay. I want to go down to 5 inches. Okay. So 5 inches. See how I just kind of look at this little mark here? We're going to do 2 at 5 inches. Okay. Oh, she gave me the doggy dirty look. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Well, and she's, you know, she's been a little stressed because there was a dog in her house. And then I left her this morning. So she has just, it has been, Bella has had the rough life this weekend. It has been not Bella happy time. So she is like, get out of my bed. You left me. There was a dog at my house and now you're in my bed. These are not acceptable things. She's just like, that's not happening. Okay. Well, I can tell you the good thing is that this ribbon is going to curl really nicely when I want it to do that. But for right now, all right, I just want to do 1 4-inch. We are going to get it to behave, even if it doesn't want to. Sometimes with ribbon, you just have to have patience. So we're almost done, so I'm just going to trim it off so I can get it straightened out. There we go. Okay. What happened is it fell on the floor and it sat flat like that. And you never want your ribbon to sit flat like that because what happens is it won't come out of the bolt right. It'll start curling on itself, and that's what it did. So you always want it to be sideways so it'll come out right. Okay. I know, she just had it's just been a rough weekend. Okay, there we go. Where's the opening? Oh, there it is. All right. Okay. Get it out of here. Trim these off. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the prettiness. Let's see. Maybe we should just use like, aha, here we go. There's a gold one. Alright, so I love to do this bow because it really comes out so pretty and it kind of saves time. Alright. You doing okay, Pa?
Yeah.
So, you know how we normally spread all of our stuff out? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to go in here and you're going to pull out in opposite directions those pieces. You see? So now you get twice the bow and you didn't have to work as hard. See that? So you want to do this part first. Now we can fluff it. Start from the bottom. If you have two together, just flip them out. Like that. See, isn't that pretty? Let's see, do it this way. Okay. But look how big that bow is. But it didn't look that big when we had it on the thing, did we? You see? It's just an easy way to make the bow twice as large with half the effort. Ugh, this ribbon is really being a pain. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. But you see it does curl really pretty. But isn't that pretty? Look at that. Now that is a big juicy bow. Okay. Alright. So what we're going to do, we've got this. We want all of our tails coming down like this because we're going to tie it like this. Okay. Whoa! Look at all that clip. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Okay, here we go. Let me get y'all. Alright, Dad, I need to go get some WD-40. Really badly. This thing is terrible. I can't move it up and down. It's terrible. It's awful. Let's see, I want to go this way. Alright, so what we're going to do is right down the center here. We're going to take our mesh. I'm going to do messy ruffle. I'm just going to start right in here. Take 2 ties. Tie it in. Like that. So what this is going to do, what I want it to do is kind of make the ribbons kind of come out like this. That's the whole purpose of this. To kind of make the ribbons come out. Okay. Let's get out. All right. Yeah. I'm not sitting in your bed. Don't give me the look. There we go. I'm even using the same tie in several of them. You watching? Yep.
It's filling in well.
Yeah. I did end up having to use that third one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really need to add a little bit more to the bottom too. But I wasn't gonna make them watch that. That's good. Okay, that looks good. Then I'll probably put a couple down here when I add a little bit more on the bottom. I'm probably not gonna put really more lights on the bottom, because what I'll do is run an extension cord on this extra part that I'm gonna put in here and run the rest of the lights right here. That way I don't have, you know, too much. I also don't want anything to interfere with these wheels down here. So that's something that you kind of have to think about when you're making these. Alright, now. Okay, now. So when we put this on here, ooh, that's pretty. Now watch this. I'm going to take these. Alright. Let's figure out how long. They need to be like a yard maybe. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to cut about 6 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. 6. So I want a lot. Because remember, this is kind of a bustle, right? So I kind of want to have little sections, maybe like 4 in a section, or alright. I'll grab a couple more of these pipe cleaners. Does it look like a bustle? Good, because that's what I want it to look like. Okay. Tie this right in here. Now the bow's going to go on top of all this, so you're not going to see it. But I want this to kind of drape down. So I'll kind of run my hands under it. If I can't get it to curl the way I want it to, then I will. So what I'll do is curl it all the way up. And then pull it down. And then gravity will eventually pull it completely down. Okay? So when I have things that don't want to curl like I want to, that's what I do. So just curl it. If you're shipping out a wreath and you have the little pieces curled, the best thing to do is curl them up like that and ship it out. And then when they take it out, it's naturally going to fall out, and then it'll keep that longer. There we go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see it on the other side. But I see what you...
There.
I see it right there with the film. You're kind of sparkly.
I am very sparkly. Sparkle is my middle name.
It's cute.
I need to work on my tree. There we go. All right, so let's do the next set. What's a bustle? You don't know what a bustle is? It's, so a long time ago they had like, the clothes, and in the back they have almost like a ruffly thing in the back, and it was a bustle. Look it up, it's really cool. Like a train, kind of like a train. You can think of it like that. Okay. Once we get past this part, it'll go a lot faster. Oh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. And y'all, I am going to go back and fix some stuff on that tree when I'm not so exhausted. I've kind of ran out of steam to do that tree like I want to. I have some ideas I want to do from the top, but I have to wait till my cast is off. So, we'll be revisiting that tree. It's driving me a little bit nuts.
I think it's cute.
It is not look at all like I want it to.
You know how to change it.
I will change it. So y'all will be revisiting that tree when I'm not tired. Okay. See, doesn't that kind of look like a train? So one more set. Your mom called. That's very important you talk to her. I don't even know if my mom's on. Okay.
That was sweet.
She might have. I think my sister wore us all out.
She wore her out.
Yeah. She wore me out too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was up way later than I needed to be.
Her daughter's in her very early 30s.
I know.
A lot of energy.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Ooh, this is pretty back here. You could even do the whole thing like this. You would want to hide where you tied in the ribbons, but... Oh, she's on here. She's on here.
Is she on?
Mm-hmm. What you think, Mama? I want to take one of the ones I've made the last couple of years home this year. But first we got to figure out how to get them down from Narnia. Okay, there we go. Alright. So now we got her little train a-going. I wanted to go get some glittery tulle from Hobby Lobby, but I just flat ran out of time. I didn't have time to go get any. I was planning to put tulle down here too, but I ran out of time. Big shocker there, huh? Just too much going on. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. There we go. All right. So she's got her back part, her little bustly part. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That's pretty. You could do smaller streamers or more long streamers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start putting in all the stuff. All the pretty stuff we got. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. What do you think, Bailey?
She's tired.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Okay. These, I want to see if I like these or not. Early bud enhancement. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so these here, they're glitter loop berry sprays. Aren't those pretty? I really like these because they'll hang. They're pretty. So we've got these. And I'll just spread it out a little bit. All right. We also have some of this, so we'll have to cut these. Okay, see these? You need a bustle? I don't need a bustle. Oh, that's pretty. See, and this will pick up on the lights. Okay. That's pretty. I like these. They're more of a, like a champagne gold. I like the champagne gold. I believe these came from Hobby Lobby. Okay. Okay. These actually came from Sims, though. These are super cute, but you have to have like the right, you have to have the right project for it. But I like it because you can kind of spread it apart, and it's very sparkly, and it dangles. Okay. That. Let's get some of this cut up. I don't really particularly like that too much. This is a little too bold. So I'm going to keep these. I like these a lot. I'm just kind of cutting these up. It's way too much to put together, but I'm going to spread them all out. You're accepting bustle donations? Is that what you're saying? Okay, y'all are just funny. Too funny. Oops. Okay. Okay. About got them all cut. There we go. You okay, Dad?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm resting.
Okay. Your check is in the mail. She doesn't have any bustle to donate. Don't listen to her. There isn't any bustle there. That woman's just like skin and bones. Yeah, that bustle would have to come from me, not her.
Talking about time off.
Yeah. She has no behind.
Well, we're getting old.
Yeah. Okay.
She's got a birthday.
See,
pretty
aren't
darn
those
soon.
pretty? Look how pretty that is. I love that. They're just like little gold leaves. They're very pretty. Okay, we have some of this. Okay. And I have some really pretty little ornaments. Let's see. I like to kind of spread this out a little bit so it covers a little bit more area. That. What was that?
I wasn't sure how it was working over there because I couldn't see it.
Oh, I love these. Y'all know how I love these.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So with these, we can actually pull them off. Okay. Okay. Pull them out. Have them kind of hanging down like that. Oh, that's so cute. Look how cute that is. So see, I can just get the glue on here. Glue it right into there. Just have a little piece coming out. I know, Casey's not feeling very well. There we go. Pull some of this out. I had it all squished up while I was putting it in. There we go. Okay. Oh, I know, the clocks. Oh. Well, I don't know. I'm not really that upset because I'm tired. So I feel like an extra hour of sleep is okay with me.
That'll occur tomorrow.
Tonight. That occurs tonight. I'm okay with that. I could use an extra hour of sleep this week.
It's been a busy week.
It has been a very busy week. Let's put some more gold in. Well, I don't want it to be dark, but I like her with long hair. I think it's pretty. I like long hair. Clearly. Clearly I like long hair because I have long hair. I'm going to come around here and try to get near Bella. That'll be interesting. Actually, I think I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm going to have to do it this way because I can't really get around her. Alright, here we go. She would sleep through anything, this girl. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Need a little bit more down here. There. Some of those. I also have some of this. So this is gold pine. So if we have areas that we need to fill in that look a little bit not quite as full. I also have green pine, of course. I wanted to get the silver, but unfortunately he was out. So we did get the gold. Don't you see? Isn't that pretty? So if I see like a empty spot, I can take this, I can kind of fill it in like that. I don't want them to be real long, so see, this one's a little bit longer than I want, so I'll kind of cut that off. So about like that. You getting antsy?
Who?
You?
No,
Okay.
I couldn't see back there.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah.
You need to see. Let's see, this kind of, we'll start filling it in a little bit. This. Okay. I wish I could have gotten some of the silver. Maybe I'll be able to find it somewhere else. Oh, but I will tell you, so, you know, you can take anything like this, and there is paint that you can use to spray these. And then, of course, you can put glitter on them and then just seal it. So I may end up doing that. Okay, so pull these out. I want to make sure I don't have too much gold. So I want to kind of break up my gold areas with a little bit of silver. So this is a perfect little piece to put right where I have the gold, because then I also have the silver. And I can take these apart and just put them everywhere. Like that. These are so cute. It's in there. This way I can make sure that this side over here isn't just like overloaded with gold. I'm going to put a little bit more silver over here, but we can also put these where we have our gold. I really wanted to do something up here with tulle, and I haven't had time to go get that. So that's still a work in progress. Okay, so wherever I have the gold, like this, I'm going to put my silver. You like it, Pa?
I like it. It's very colorful.
It's very colorful, he says.
It is. Shiny.
Shiny.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be shiny.
Well, I know that. I'm not sure what I know, really. Not till it's done.
Oh. You're holding your decision until it's done? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh.
But you can't get the full vision until it's complete.
Oh. I see. You're okay, baby girl.
She's tired.
Yeah. Well, it won't be complete until I get her stuff on her.
Yep.
But we are pretty good ways. Unfortunately, I think the only place I can get, we'll see, the only place I can get tulle is Hobby Lobby, right? I don't think anybody else around here has tulle. So I'd have to wait till Monday to go get that. Okay. Alright, I also have these. Aren't these cute? Ugh. I get them open. These little ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
So they are also silver and gold. That. I had some of these. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put them up here. It actually looks okay. Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah, looks good.
that's cute. I might get a gold one. I've got a gold one over there and put it on the other side. Daddy, will you unwrap a few of these for me?
I sure will.
Thank you. Just don't trip over anything that's in here because it's a mess.
I'm not going in there.
All right. So let's see. This is kind of what this side is looking like. So I need a little bit more in here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. You can also put different types of pine in with your garland to make it look a little bit more natural. I don't know if I have any in, yeah, like this, right? Like this here. So like if you take some of this here, put some of that in, it just makes it look a little bit more natural. Okay.
We'll have to clip this.
Okay. Like that. Yeah, some of them are,
Tight.
they're really flipped in there.
Strong, too.
Yeah. They use like heavy duty staples in there. They apparently have my stapler.
They got very active with it.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I didn't like that because it popped right out.
Oh. then you're suspicious when it was too easy? Is that it?
Absolutely.
He's suspicious if it's too easy. That's funny.
It's not easy.
No. Okay, in there.
That blended color is very good.
Yeah. It just kind of helps add some stuff in.
Brings the brightness out.
Yeah. Wait, what are we congratulating? See, I always miss all the good conversations. I do, because I'm over here working and I miss all the good conversations. Okay. So see, now we're putting these different pine textures in. This kind of helps really fill it in and make it look way more natural and fuller, of course. Especially some of this. So you see how this is super spiky? Now, these things here sell for lots of money. Don't they?
Yep.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. Last year when I made mine, I was kind of looking on Etsy, just curious to see what people sold them for, and I was kind of shocked. And I was going to charge $800 for mine, and I had a lady who really wanted it, And her husband had a big debate about whether it would fit in their car or not. And I got about this close to selling it. So, you can sell them. Now, I don't know how you would ship something like this. I don't think you could.
Big box.
I mean, you'd have to like ship it freight.
You probably
It would weigh a lot.
It would.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we're doing down here. Okay. He said he's going to go do some work. Work time for Dad. So what do you think? Y'all ever going to try one of these? Do you know how much you put in it? You know I'm always going to ask you that question. I mean, I don't think it's the size. It's not the height of it. Woo! Y'all, my phone is covered in glitter. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Absolutely, she should charge a lot. It's the supplies, it's your time, it's your talent. That's what I keep telling you. Don't undervalue yourself. Y'all, she has the worst imposter syndrome. She doesn't need to. Okay. Does she? She is super talented. She just doesn't realize it. I can't imagine why, but she sure is talented. All right. Okay. You need to quit that. Of course, we all do that. Everybody does that, right? We all do that. It's kind of the human condition, I think. But we all do things our own way. That doesn't mean it's better or worse than someone else. It's just different. And that's good. That's okay. That's what you're supposed to be. You have confidence in yourself. There we go. So y'all, I got something really exciting to tell you. Yesterday, Ross got his learner's permit. Finally. The child can finally start to learn to drive. I'm so excited. I knew I was going to get him there. I told him if he would just let me help him that I would get him there. He did, and he did great. He only missed 3 questions. He was super excited. His dad's going to take him out tomorrow. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think this side looks really good. I want to put a couple of ornaments on it. There. Okay. I know, I'm so excited. I really love the back. It's so pretty. Okay. I'm gonna pull some of this up a little bit. I'll move this one. So one thing that you can do with the ornaments, so if I see an area where it looks a little bit thin, I can put an ornament there, and then that kind of masks that area. So I don't really have to go through the process of cutting things and putting stuff in there. Okay, let's do. All right, now we're gonna work on the front here. There we go. All right, so I'll fill in some stuff. See how just adding some of this in starts filling it in? Then you don't have to go and get a whole nother garland to put in it. You just kind of fill in the areas that need it. Let's get some more glue in there. Okay. There. Here. Okay. Now. You okay, Bella? You okay, baby girl? Okay. This up here. had a very hard time finding silver picks that I liked this year. Pickings were a little bit on the slim side. I found a lot of gold, clearly, but I did not find as much silver. But that's okay, because we have these things. I love these things. I'll just put those everywhere. So we'll make sure wherever we have gold, there's a little bit of silver, just so it's not overpowering. Want to make sure those colors are blended well. Okay. All right. Here. Right. Right there. Okay. So when I go to this big craft fair every year, they always have the lights down really low, and it gets kind of dark in there. So something like this is going to really stand out, because it's all of these bright colors, and the lights kind of reflect off of the bright colors. So this is super important when you have a big event, to have something like this at your event. It really helps people to see. It showcases what you can do. It prompts people to ask you to do things they probably wouldn't think to ask you to do otherwise. Now we're kind of moving on towards this side. Let's see. Here. There. Okay. It's falling down a little bit. Let's see. It's a tie in there. There we go. Okay. There. Perfect. Alrighty. Now we can start putting in the sparklies over here. Huh, Belly? She says, yep. She says nothing. She says I'm sleeping. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. You okay down there, little girl? Okay. Maybe since we have so much gold, I should just put the other one here. Yeah, because we already have so much gold. I don't think I want to put a gold one up here. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. Put this in. Goodness, look at all these bags. There's a lot of bags up here. One more of these and then that should be the end of that. Are you feeling your space is encroached on, Belly? Huh? This one. What? I know, I see you. What is it? You're tired? Yeah? Okay. Alrighty. There we go. So we're going to do the same thing where we put it wherever we have our gold. Balance it out. Okay. I see kind of a hole in here, so I want to put some of my pine in there. So, right up in here. Then, right there. Let's see if we got some more pieces. Oh, just getting back on the couch. I think she's tired of being... I guess she's decided I'm not getting back in her bed now. She can go back to the couch. That was so funny. She did not like that. Mm-mm. Nope, nope. I was not supposed to be in her bed. That was funny. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I want to see. So I'm going to put it in this one. Have a little bit of this. Oh, no, there's not very much of it. Okay. But I can cut it up into about, looks like 6 pieces. So that's not too bad. I can spread that out. All right, so we've got this. Oops. All right. Put some of that in. That's pretty. I wish I had more of that. Okay. Here. There. Now, that kind of looks cute. That might look cute in the back. Right next to the bustle. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, let's put some on the other side. Okay, that's cute. Perfect. Oh, that's cute. All right. Right down there. Okay. Let's put this here. So in the back, you can also do where you string your ornaments like this. That looks super cute. Somehow that one got kind of cut off. I don't remember. Which way do I need to twist it? Can't tell. This way. That way. I could probably put that there. Okay, I do have some of this. I was trying to decide earlier if I wanted to put some of this in. Oh, that's pretty. All right, hold on. Hold on. This is my absolute favorite thing that Sims carries. Okay, this right here. It's a frosted, what do they call it? Frosted icy grass spray. And y'all, this thing, it's so pretty, and it'll go on anything and just make it look gorgeous. So let's see. I have this in my shop. It's just in small pieces. But this is CS5005. what we can do is kind of put it up at the top, bend it down, just like that. Oh, that is pretty. If I could get an entire truckload of this stuff, I would. I love it that much. I think Susan loves it that much too. Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that stuff. I can tell you, the people in my group will tell you I use this stuff a lot. I love it. I love, 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 love it. It is like the most versatile stuff on the planet for Christmas. Yeah. Let me preface that by saying it's definitely a wintry thing, but it's so pretty. And I think it's just going to be really pretty, just like kind of right across the top. Not all over, but just across the top. So I almost wanted, you know, this stuff to almost look like a dress, which of course is why we did the bustle in the back, right? So see how this kind of ties in with the dress theme. Rain again. They are apparently just determined we're staying here tonight. Because I don't want to go out that. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. This right here is what finishes it off. This right here. I'm struggling to get the little price tag thing off. And this is the last of my precious supply. I think I'm going to have to drive up to North Carolina because I've about wiped South Carolina or Georgia out of stuff. I'm going to need to make a trip. Maybe one or two on this side, and then I think she'll be done. See, that wasn't too bad. We got her done in about 3 hours. Even though I hadn't started it, which is pretty good, I think. I was afraid it was going to take longer. It didn't. Oh, I love that. Yeah, there is lots of rain. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any umbrellas in here. That's okay, I'll just get wet. I don't really want to. I knew I should have driven my car in here tonight. What do you think, Bella? Are we going to get wet? You know what's funny is rain wasn't even forecasted today. It sure was not. But we got it several times today. There we go. All right. I think she's done. I will have to add a little bit onto the bottom, but I'm not going to add a whole bunch because I want to be able to move her freely. Like, I don't want her stuff to get caught on her. Yeah. Alright, so you can see that's what she looks like from the front, side, back, other side. There's the other side. Woo, she is pretty, pretty, pretty. She's done, Dad. Y'all, he can't hear me. He doesn't hear very well. So, I'll have to go out there and find him. Alright, so do y'all have any questions? What'd y'all think? Was this fun? Whoops! Y'all, I have made an utter colossal mess in here. It is like building a ball gown. It sure is. It sure is. She's pretty, isn't she? I think she's pretty. I think she's very pretty. Yes. I think I see a couple places I didn't put my silver. Let's do that real quick. And then we can turn off our glue pot. Right here. Right there. And right there. Perfect. I love this frosted stuff. Yes, thank you for the support this week. So now y'all have seen what it's like in our design group, so we'll hope you join us. We do have a special going on this week, but it's only for this week. So make sure you check it out. And you got to see all our designers. Y'all have to tell me what you think of all the designers. I'm so glad. And if you don't like Facebook, we actually do this on YouTube as well. So some of our members are just on YouTube. And so I go live on YouTube. And we also transfer all of our videos over to Kajabi, which is where y'all signed up. So, yep. It was fun. Okay. I'm going to clean up a little bit because I'll be mad at myself when I come in here Monday morning and I'm like, oh, how did I do that? Because I'll be mad I didn't clean anything up. I mean, I'm not going to clean it all up, but just like a little. I know I have like glitter, but that just like adds, right? Look at that's what makes it fun. It's not any fun without glitter. I need to like keep compressed air in here so I can just like whoosh, clean it all out. Yeah, we're going to be coming out with some really cool workshops too. We're going to be doing a bow one, and inside the bow one, we're actually going to be giving you some super cool tools that are going to tell you like how much ribbon you need to make for certain bows, and you know, how much it's going to cost you to make certain bows and all of the stuff that helps you kind of push your stuff forward. Okay? All right. I'm going to stop running my mouth now. Yeah, I will be sound asleep. Especially after doing the look at how glittery I am. Now I'm like, woo. You probably can't even see it, but if you look at me, it's like I'm just glitter. I enjoy it. I love doing this. Every year I love doing this. So, alright. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I am going to come back and work on the tree when I'm not tired. I was just super tired last night. So, I did not get to do some of the stuff that I wanted to do. But it's not really surprising because I kind of have had a lot going on this week. Alright, y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys probably on Monday, if not sooner, okay? Bye, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Bye, y'all. Hi, Daddy.
Hey, honey.